he stay fly. My God, my vibe, more of a shrimp and a lobster guy. I may go check my mobster ties. No jive, both sides. No lies, stuff working to oversize. This point I'm with.
Another valuable substitution method are the situational lineups. These lineups offer the best players at each position.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It's Friday night and live. DH. It is indeed, DA. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Marc Gasol is out there with Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for the Barons, they've got Marjanovic. Derrick Rose is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Pass to Gasol. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. And early in the season, Clark, rotations getting settled. How important do you think it is to have players who really embrace their roles on that team?
You know, I think it's a combination of accepting and embracing your roles, really relishing what it is you're to do and to star in what your particular role is, and finding that out oftentimes is a work in progress even throughout the season.
And probably managing maybe some disappointment if you aren't in the role you thought you were going to be in.
Well said. Exactly right.
And here's DeRozan. Marc Gasol getting his 3 to go. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And DeRozan kicks to Rose. Baltimore moving that ball around. Beverley against DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Cavaliers with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up this year with Baltimore. Beverley against DeRozan. Leonard looking around. 2 points. That one goes.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Rose dishes to Wiggins. Back to Marjanovic. Right wing. Here's Rose. And the rebound goes to Howard.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
So timeout called here, the first for the Barons.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now here's Rose. Got a piece of it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. 5th best, Clint Capella.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Here's Gasol. Goes back up, and Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second bucket tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Rose passes to DeRozan. Over Beverley. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Leonard. Nice form on the 20-footer. Leonard's got his third basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's DeRozan. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Cavaliers leading by 13 over Wiggins. Gasol, no good. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way, and it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about it.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Marc Gasol. Howard is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 1. The NBA does have a Most Improved Player of the Year award. They don't have a Comeback Player of the Year award. But, Clark, if they did, it would most certainly have gone to Derrick Rose last season.
Could not agree with you more. I thought he had a tremendous season. Really burst back in a big way. Was a huge factor. Tremendous production once again from him. And you just hope that he can stay healthy and the injuries are completely behind him for the rest of his career.
And he comes up with the deuce. Wiggins has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Baltimore. Beverley, the pass to Howard. Kicks to Leonard. Howard trying to free himself up. Leonard, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A three-pointer. Wiggins, offensive rebound. Marjanovic, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 11. A wide open look for Gasol. Drills it from outside. Gasol's got 6.
Man, you've really got to appreciate the versatility of Gasol. I mean, he's a big man with range. I love seeing him square up from deep.
The baseline J. And Capella sends it back. DeRozan against Beverley. Baltimore with the rebound. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
DeRozan passes to Wiggins. Outside Rose. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. Launches it. And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Rose with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Siakam, and he converts the layup.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Leonard against Wiggins. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Howard. Banked in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Knocked away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
and just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 9 points for Leonard.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Wiggins outside. Here's the teardrop. It's good. Wiggins has got 4 this quarter.
Inviting contact on the drive. Wiggins with the aggressive move. Pays off there.
A deep 3 from Leonard, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Cavaliers, Kenny, what did you see from them? Who does a better job of... And that'll do.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Rose is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. On defense, the Cavaliers. And here's Wiggins. Over Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
Marjanovic, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella. Baltimore shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Beverly dishes to Howard. Siakam against Leonard. Outside for Gasol. Howard trying to free himself up. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season. Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Leonard the pass to Gasol. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Capella. Outside Gasol. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Capella. Shoots over Marjanovic. He shoots again. Howard, that's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Up top, Marjanovic. Capella covering. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Marjanovic. Outside DeRozan. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Marc Gasol.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
That one is no good. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Outside Leonard. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Here's Capella, and the layup falls. Capella's got 8 points.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebounds.
Now, Wiggins. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 3 on the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
A look from Gasol. Nails the wide-open jump shot. 8 points for him. Baltimore has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rose passes to Marjanovic. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Capella sends it back. And he recovers it. Siakam kicks to DeRozan. Over Beverly. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Lets it go from 14. Can't connect. And so it's the visiting team holding a very comfortable 20. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Napier. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Napier. He's out there with Reddish. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Clint Capella. And it's Niang in at the 4. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And here's a look at what's coming up for Baltimore. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup.
Man, gotta like the confidence of Anderson inside, showing excellent patience and a nice soft touch near the rim.
Napier feeling it out a bit. He dishes it to Capella. Here's Napier. No good off the back of the rim. Anderson outside. Pass to Jang. Fourth quarter now. We're about 1.5 minutes in. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
No good from Connaughton. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Napier passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Jones. Takes it off the glass.
You know, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. And if he continues to improve, he'll be more valuable as a teammate.
Passes to Brunson. Fires the three. And the three ball is good. Brunson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Napier. That one falls. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Baltimore.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Clint Capella.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Here's Reddish. No good that time. And the Barons the other way now. 3 on 3. Deep 2 from Anderson. And Jones pulls it down. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Baltimore with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And Zhang kicks to Brunson. And he drops it in from the low post.
Gorgie Zhang doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.